Like and subscribe on the way in the door, my people. Welcome back to Fanboy Fridays. Today, fanboys, you might wanna run and hide on this one. You might want to duck and hide on this one, because today we're going to talk about LeBron James' so-called competition and his so-called lack of help. But before we do this, let me say, there's been a couple of people in my comments saying, why do you do so many LeBron videos? So when I started this channel, that was definitely not my intention. I was gonna do some LeBron videos to spread some truth, to correct some of these myths and narratives that they keep pushing. I was gonna do some, but this channel is supposed to be about a multitude of things. I was gonna do, multiple different basketball players, and I still will. Probably do some stuff on relationships and just a lot of different things. However, you fanboys really have prompted me to do a lot more LeBron videos, being in my comments, talking that BS. So I feel the need to debunk the stuff that you guys have gotten from your king. The narratives that you guys spread from your king. And the reason this is important, because to me, this is bigger than basketball. This is about the future generation of basketball players, but just the future generation in general. I feel like it's important for them to know that your work will ultimately tell your story. It's important for them to know that, hey, if you put in the work, you will not have to call yourself the greatest at whatever it is you do. If you put in the work, people will see it, and you won't have to say a thing. Because nowadays we live in the era of self-proclamation. And this is why I do so many LeBron videos, because to me, it's bigger than basketball. Now, mind you, don't get me wrong. Part of it is that this whole era of basketball is killing the joy that I once got from basketball, simply because they are not holding up to the standard that's been set before them. All this saying it's more athletic and more skilled, that's all BS. These players aren't even fundamentally sound. So yeah, that is the reasoning, because it is important, especially for the younger generation, to number one, know the truth, and number two, understand that ultimately your work will tell your story for you. And on that note, let's get into it, my people. So fanboys, let me tell you two things that Michael Jordan never did. Tell you two things that Michael Jordan never did. Michael Jordan never lost when things were evenly matched, and he definitely never lost when he had the advantage. Never happened. He has only lost when he was outmatched and outgunned. See, all this, you guys love to be on Isaiah Thomas's bandwagon because he tries to trash Mike and talks about how he beats Mike, when Isaiah had a team and Mike's team was still in training. Isaiah had battle-tested players, and Scottie Pippen was averaging, 7 points when he first got on the team? And for you fanboys, Scottie Pippen joined the Bulls in '87. I saw some crap on Facebook today where it almost insinuated that that Scottie Pippen came on the Bulls in 1990, and that's when the Bulls won the 91 championship. Scottie Pippen came onto the Bulls 1987, fanboys. Remember that next time you try to act as if Scottie Pippen was the magic ingredient that allowed Jordan to win. No, Jordan had to build Scottie up. But yeah, and Larry Bird, again, a team with 5 Hall of Famers. However, let me say this as a side note to that, fanboys, because this is going to come up later when we talk about LeBron versus Golden State. To me, the Celtics are the textbook definition of what great team basketball looks like. To me, if you're talking about the Celtics, you're not talking about the team that had the most talent overall necessarily. But to me, that was the team that truly had each other's backs as a team. And I think that the reason there are 5 Hall of Famers on that team is because they all bought into that team concept. Outside of Larry Bird, who was a top 5 talent, a top 5 player. Outside of Larry Bird, to me, that Celtics team is the definition of what it can look like if you just have players who are committed to the team concept and who are truly giving it all out there on the court. This is going to come back up, fanboys. Remember that. So yeah, Michael Jordan only lost when he was outgunned, when he was outmanned. But when it was even or he had the advantage, he always won. And most of the time it was even. Michael Jordan only had the advantage because of himself. Again, I'm in the middle of doing a series I did the first three-peat, but I'm going to do the second three-peat. But go back and look at those teams. To me, the only true advantage I would say Mike had was, and I'm talking about in the finals. The true advantage he had in the finals to me was, I would say, the 97 championship against the Utah Jazz. Because by 98, most of the Bulls had kind of run down, and Michael was truly carrying that team in 1998. But the 97 Bulls, I think, actually, the Utah Jazz, to me, maybe I need to rethink this. I'm thinking back on these matchups. But if the Bulls had any advantage during the 6 finals runs, to me, the 97 Utah Jazz would be it. But the rest of those matchups, the Lakers, the Blazers, Phoenix, definitely, the Seattle Supersonics, definitely. To me, those teams had much more, I won't say much more, but definitely had more talent overall than the Chicago Bulls. The Chicago Bulls just had Mike. So it is what it is. But anyway, so yeah, like I was saying, fanboys, Michael Jordan, 2 things he never did. He never lost when things were even or when he had the advantage. Now, fanboys, do you guys want to stay in the room for this? Because you see where I'm going. Let me say that again. Michael Jordan never lost when things were even or he had the advantage. Never lost. Now, let's talk about the so-called king. So first of all, 3 out of 4 LeBron James championships, he had the clear advantage. 3 out of 4 of his championships, he had the clear advantage. And I would say you could argue that the 2016 championship, he gained the advantage by Draymond getting suspended. Now, Draymond isn't a superstar player, but Draymond was vital to how the Warriors run their offense. So you could argue that all four LeBron James championships only came at him having the advantage. Because, again, that 2016, but those were very evenly matched teams. The Warriors weren't outshining the Cavs like that. But let's talk about some of this other stuff. Let's talk about, you know what's coming, fanboys. Let's talk about the 2011 finals. This alone completely knocks LeBron James out of contention to be the GOAT forever. When it happened, it was case closed. Why is that? Because of what I just said. Michael Jordan has never lost when things were even or he had the advantage. The 2011 finals, not only did LeBron have the advantage, but he had just been bragging about not one, not two, not three, not four. And I wish I would have saw that Club Shay Shay interview with Dwayne Wade, because it has tarnished my my view on Dwayne Wade. You know, like I said, not only was he complicit in the whole teaming up thing, but he was trying to me, take the blame off of LeBron for the 2011 finals. And he also tried to insinuate that LeBron saying not one, not two, not three was just talk. Like, oh, you know, it was almost like we was just kidding around. Mind you, at the end of that, not five, not six, not seven, and I really believe it. That's what LeBron James said. He didn't laugh it off. He said, I really believe it. So, anyway. So, this 2011 finals, when LeBron had just got done saying they were going to win 7 championships, and not to mention, correct me if I'm wrong, weren't they like making fun of Dirk being sick or something? I mean, it was just all kinds of ridiculousness going on around that series. You know, coming off of the way that he left Cleveland, you know, to me, just being overly cocky because you know you're coming to a team with an already proven champion in Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh. You know, to me, it is no excuse for those 2011 finals. But let this be a lesson, fanboys. See, let me tell you what the 2011 finals was. The 2011 finals is what happens when you think there's a magic shortcut to championships. The 2011 finals is what happens when you place your belief in outside forces. That, oh, I need more help. I need more this. I need more that. And I can get my championship. That's what happened with the 2011 finals. Is LeBron had spent these years in Cleveland, you know, had got to a point to where he couldn't wait any longer to get a championship, decided to go to Cleveland because he thought this was the magic fix, and 2011 happened. 2011 happened showing that, hey, you can put together a super team, but you can't escape the hard work. Again, when we're talking about difference in mentality of Michael Jordan and LeBron James, Michael Jordan has a mentality that if I have to do it all myself, then I will. But I'm going to continue to get better until I overcome the obstacle. And LeBron James' solution was not let me continue to get better. Because partly is because his head has been blown up since he was a kid. You know, part of me, I feel like LeBron James felt like he's as good as he ever needed to be. Again, which is why he can't play off the ball, which is why he can't play outside of the system, which is why he has no real moves. And somebody, I always compare him to Shaq But to me, LeBron has less of an excuse because of the position that he plays. Like, small forwards need to have more skills than a big man. But yeah, the 2011 finals, fanboys, is what happens when you place your faith in shortcuts. The 2011 finals, kids, is what happens when you think it's a shortcut to get what you want. And then life smacks you in the face, like the Dallas Mavericks. That's what happened. That's what happened to your king in 2011, fanboys. That's where all this talk was coming from. Because he was so sure that the only thing he's been missing is the right players. He was so sure that the only thing he has been missing, that the only reason he didn't have a championship, part of it is the media, because the media has been telling him he doesn't have enough help. And so when he went to Miami, he thought this was the magic bullet. And he got smacked in the face by Dirk Nowitzki. He got smacked in the face by Jason Terry. That's what happened in 2011. Fanboys, if you got some excuses, I would love to hear them. Just list them in the comments. Was that foot injury back then? Was he playing on a hurt foot that nobody knew of? I'm sure you guys got the inside information. Let us know, fanboys. Because that would have never happened to Michael Jordan. See, you could talk about LeBron carrying... First of all, where did this whole carrying, doing more with less narrative for LeBron start? The only instance where you can say that happened to me was the 2007 finals. That's the only instance. And again, he was carrying through a weak Eastern Conference. But outside of that, where is this whole LeBron doing less with more narratives? Because it really seems, doing more with less. Because it really seems like he does less with more. LeBron James does less with more. LeBron James has had more help. Again, all three out of four of his championships, he has had the advantage. And like I said, you could argue that it's been in 4 out of 4. Because that comeback was prompted by the fact that Draymond Green got suspended. Now, it is what it is, but it also is what it is. Would that have happened if Draymond was still there? Again, he's a big piece of how the Warriors run that offense. And so let's go to this. Let's go to the 2015 finals. To me, the Warriors before KD, now don't get me wrong, I'm going to give credit for them having Steph and Klay Thompson, who are two of the greatest shooters. But outside of that, to me, what the Warriors and this is why I said, remember what I was talking about, the Boston Celtics. To me, the Warriors arguably were like the modern day Boston Celtics in the fact that, to me, what made them so good was that they bought into the team concept. They had a chemistry as a team because they all bought into the concept. That's what made them a great team. And this is where a lot of you fanboys, I feel like, misunderstand the meaning of super team. See, you guys think because somebody has a team where everybody is playing their roles and bought into the team concept and they got good team chemistry, that makes it a super team. No, the super team is the one with with the great talent on the team, with the superstars on the team. So yeah. To me, that whole notion of the 2015 and 16 Warriors being so great, no, they were a great team. And yeah, Steph Curry is a great player, absolutely. But it was the team that made the team seem more than what it was. Again, that's When you truly make others around you better, and that could be coming from the coach, or it could be coming from the leader of the team. Either way. But when you truly make the team better, then it inflates the talents of everyone. It makes everyone look more talented than they really are because they have accepted their position on the team. And they have accepted how they function in the team. So, so back to LeBron. Yeah, so him losing the 2015 finals. His team wasn't trash. He had a team that could compete in that 2015 finals. So the only one where you could say that, yeah, it was unbelievable that they were in the finals is 2007. Now, mind you, outside of that, like I said, LeBron has had every advantage. And he hasn't capitalized on having the advantage. That alone separates him from Mike forever. Fanboys. That alone separates him from Michael Jordan forever. Is he's had extreme advantages and not capitalized. You can't explain it away. So if you want to give him credit for doing more with less, you also have to give him credit for doing less with more. Anyway, we're going to hold up here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you have anything else to add about how LeBron James has done less with more, please drop it in the comments. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. You all have a truly fantastic day, and I will see you next time. All right.